There's the Missy Jenn. The Missy Jenn's like, Rosie, you better tell people what that to-do list around here is, girl. Don't be lazy. And you know, I did a video. We were talking this morning about the making life better and working on the present and stopping thinking about so much about the future. And Missy Jenn's like, yeah, it's be a good idea, Rosie. Let's stop talking about the future a little bit. Let's concentrate on making life a little better around here on the Rancho. And I've been working in here today and getting things cleaned up a little bit and removing boxes and books that have sat here for a long time. You can see behind me, for those of you who are new on the channel, is the beautiful wall of sound that Missy Jenn and I put together. I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago, showcasing our vintage audio gear. And that was really a great project for us because it not only did it become a hallmark and an unusual feature of the house compared to other people's homes, but it also cleared a lot of stuff out that was sitting around, and we could unbox things and gradually work on things and fill up the wall of sound. There's still things that I need to do over there and remove, but we're underway. But let's talk about some of the things, the mini projects that need to be done. And we're going to walk around a little bit and show you guys some of the things that, well, they've kind of, you know, maybe tripped at the goal line. It didn't quite carry the ball along. So we're going to try to remedy that a little bit. So let's talk about some of the things that, well, let's go down the list of those mini projects. George, did you do your cleanup today? Huh? Did you do your cleanup today? Yes? No? Georgie? Don't look at me like that. Georgie? Georgie? Where's Lincoln? Huh? Bobby gonna bring over Lincoln? Well, I've got things pretty neatened up today. This stuff really got out of control here, and I don't want Missy Jenn to feel like that I don't value keeping the place neat and clean. So I've been working on this today. I do want to work down on some of the audio gear over here. Specifically, I'm not much on tuners. The very first project I rebuilt on YouTube was the rebuilding of the Hampton tuner here. A name you've probably never heard of, and I never did either. But, you know, it's near and dear to my heart, but otherwise you got Pioneer tuner there. You've got a Fisher tuner here. I may keep that, I'm not sure, but, you know, I've got a few. I think I've got a Lafayette tuner around here. So I'm not really much on tuners. You know, I like more of the integrated systems and stuff like that. But there are going to be some regular systems that go too. George, what are you doing? Yeah, make yourself at home on the couch there. Sure, go ahead. Guys, I'm going to keep a lot of the integrated systems there, but yeah, things have been pretty good. I'd like to put a little more, I'd like to put a nice coat of polyurethane over the Motorola here. And we've really enjoyed some of the decorations up on the top of the shelf. You can see some of the wonderful things that people have sent us over the years. That's a kind of our wall of pride there. But let's go look at some other things that need tending to on the Rancho. Let's go around a little more here. We got Missy Jenn there. One of the things I want to do, trimless windows are really nice, and I've had tremendous compliments on trimless windows. They're just beautiful. I have a video how to create trimless windows. It has tens of thousands of views. People have really enjoyed it. I employed the same for the kitchen here. They really turned out remarkably beautifully. They look very contemporary. They look very clean. But hello, Missy Jenn. There's the Missy. You enjoy your breakfast today, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Missy Jenn's a happy camper. So we go down here. I could use, you know, I think I'm going to be repainting this summer. In here when it gets a little warmer. I really love the green. You know, there's something very soothing about green. May just carry that throughout the whole place. I'm not really sure. your thoughts will be welcome on that. But one of the things I've never did was finish around the doors here and put the molding in the hallway, and I'd like to do that and finish to give this a much more finished look. We need a doorbell that's functional. Our doorbell's not functioning right now, but finishing off these will be really good. That's a project too. Okay, so that'll be good. See the lovely wall of sound there. I love that. I love that. Let's go outside a little bit too. And I'm so loving this camera too. It does such great video and pictures. Come on, Georgie, you coming out? There you go, bud. I've got to get some of the needles you can see up here. I've got the pine needles that are stuck in the gutter. I haven't done that for a couple years, just lazy. Got to get that going good. Another thing I need to do is I need to get the outdoor deck lighting working, and I think this fall we're going to put some rose bushes in or something out here, some low shrubs. We're not gonna, I don't think we're going to be doing, I'm not sure if we're going to be doing tomato plants in the future or not. George, huh? You interested in what's going on today, huh? See, our tomatoes are doing pretty well. But this is the outdoor lighting system that I had ordered and then put in. It's a low voltage system, and it works pretty good. The problem was, of course, I was cheap, and I bought some different kind of bulbs, and they were too hot. And they burnt through the covering there. So I've never done anything to really replace those lights. I'd like to do that, to get those replaced. But I'd really like to put the finishing. It was really nice to have step lighting out here so people wouldn't trip or fall. So I really love the deck and the outdoors. It's such the greatest part of this whole place. I remember when Missy Jenn first came here, and she stepped out on the deck that April 1st on 2014, and it just took her breath away to see the great view out here, and then realize in the back that all of this land back here belongs to us too, in the back there. So it's really a huge property. I know a lot of people say, Rosie, it goes to waste out there, and I guess in some ways it does, but we'd like to have this as a buffer. It's kind of like our little sanctuary. You can see our bottle brush bushes have grown to about 15 feet tall. They give us great privacy over here. When I first moved here, I always joked and called this the watchtower, because they could, you know, people would just be sitting at the upper window over here and just kind of watching us over here, and it was just kind of, it gave me a creepy feeling. So I may actually take the bottle brush now and run them down the whole fence line here. Finally, we did replace this fence. The guy didn't finish the job. He was supposed to, you know, I paid him $1,500. I guess supposedly was half of it, but you know, who knows. But this has been a great buffer for us back here. You can see our wonderful apple tree in the back there, and it's going to be a great apple harvest this year. Lots and lots of apple blossoms there. So I don't know, you know, some people say sell it, put a house back there, but for us, we just like the peace and quiet. We have so much density here. There's so many apartments. It's just such a wonderful buffer for us. So I need to get rid of these piles. I'm probably going to get Nam, my old Vietnamese gardener that I hired and fired 3 times over the years. I'm going to have him come and just probably take all this crap away. Take one big load to the dump. The other thing, Missy Jenn, this apple tree, the old rotten one, finally toppled over, which was great. I didn't think that would ever go, but now we don't have to worry about that stump back there, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, it looks pretty good, but like, that's another project I want to get done. I should probably stain this too to kind of preserve it, but I do like the natural weathered look on there. And gradually Missy Jenn's been removing just a few a day, some of these noxious weeds. a little bit of exercise is good for her. But I'm thinking about running this bottle brush down the whole side. Down here could be really nice. There's Domino and Millie Vanilli back there. So I'd like to do that. So I got some cleanup work to do, some touch-up painting. I'll show you some of the touch-up painting. This this garage, you guys remember a couple years ago I had to rebuild, maybe it was last year. I had to rebuild the side on here. The wood was all rotten down here. Well, I've got kind of some rotten situation here on the bottom. I might have to tend to that. And the door never closed right anyway. So I might have to tear into that and see what's going on there. I've rebuilt the corner. The roofs were rotten. You can see all those videos before the guy came and roofed it. Not much I want to do on the shine shack except clear that out and sell that moonshine still and really convert that into a comfortable place. I want to be able to invite people to come and visit and really be comfortable here. So yeah, so I want to try to maybe get that configured. And over on this side, you know, I got lazy when it came to doing the wiring over here. You know, I don't even know what the hell that is. I don't know. There was the hardwired for the internet. I don't know. I got to get that straightened out. That looks like hell. Looks like absolute hell in there. So, just some of the mini projects that need to be done around here. And then long term, I want to be able to sit out on the back deck and have some, you know, mini rose bushes or something like that as a perimeter. And then if we want to grow tomatoes or just, you know, get a the hell you call it, get a tiller and just till up a nice square 20 by, you know, a 40 by 50 foot square and just grow some veggies in the back there. So all right, this is not the official. We'll do the update in May about what's going on. The tomatoes are doing good. Georgie's doing good. So, yeah. All right, you guys know the drill too. The other thing we got to do is we got to get this irrigation system fixed up here too, because Millie Vanilli, the dog next door, chewed through it over here. So we've got to get our irrigation set all around. You know, because the heat will be here soon in May, and once it gets hot, we'll be up in the 90s and hundreds every day. So we've got a little bit of sunshine today that I'm going to enjoy. But I want to thank you guys for being along. Little mini projects, but they all add up to a honey-do list for me. From the Rancho, guys, thanks so much for being along.